NPML meets and operates with our member organizations on the traditional territories of many nations, including the Haudenosaunee, the Huron-Wendat, the Anishinaabe, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people throughout the Greater Toronto Area and York Region. Welcome, everybody. I would like to let everybody know that this is recorded. Stories will be published later, as well as the recording available on our website. And that if you are doing your reading your story or reading on behalf of somebody, one of your learners perhaps, that you will be pinned and spotlighted. I would like to read the proclamation sent over by the City of Toronto.
Do you want me to share it?
If you can, that would be great. International Literacy Day. Whereas today we join the global community in raising awareness of the importance of literacy in creating a more just and equitable society. Literacy is an essential skill, a fundamental human right, and a valuable tool that shapes how we interact with the world around us. Illiteracy can become a barrier to a person's full participation at school, at work, and in their communities. Today is an opportunity to highlight diverse literacy programs in our city that support our diverse communities and enrich residents' lives. The City of Toronto is proud to acknowledge teachers, educators, librarians, and organizations that champion literacy and help create new opportunity for residents. Through literacy programming, people are given essential tools that promote confidence and lifelong learning and contribute to their success. The City of Toronto recognizes the vital role of literacy in building a society where no one is left behind. The city provides broad access to learning opportunities that support the unique needs of communities and learners. Now, therefore, I, Maria Olivia Chow, on behalf of the Toronto City Council, do hereby proclaim September 8, 2025 as International Literacy Day in the City of Toronto. Thank you. So we have, I'm sorry, do we have Jared online?
Jared hasn't joined us yet.
Okay.
I've messaged him, but
Okay.
we can start with the rest. And
Okay.
when Jared...
So we'll start with our learner stories. And we do have a couple of people that do have to leave early, so I am going to bring them forth to have their stories read. They are from PTP. I've got three. Sada, I believe you're online.
Yeah.
Nardia, are you here, Nardia? And thirdly, Ria.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I am.
Nardia is here. And Ria, are you here? Okay. So maybe Nardia and...
Sorry, I was muted. I
here.
am sorry.
Okay, so why don't we start off with then Sada? Would you like to
Okay.
share us your story?
Yeah. So, okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me for this special day. My name is Saada Sharif, and I wrote something today about what brought me to the school of PTP. So here is how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous. Today, I want to write about what brought me to PTP. I came to PTP seeking knowledge because I was relying on people for so many years to help me. It was very tiring, agonizing, and degrading. So I said to myself, I have to learn. That was 6 months ago. Today, I have come a long way. I have learned how to set up a password and how to email. That's because I have amazing teachers. Without them, I would not be where I am today. I can't thank my teachers enough. If I start to write about them, I can go on and on. There aren't enough words. They give me the confidence, and every day they encourage me. At this moment of my life, there is nothing more important to me than learning how to read and write. Today, I can write and read, and it is the result of my hard work. I want to write so much, but sometimes I held myself back because I get frustrated, but I know I have to keep going if I want to get better. All I want to do is to write and write day and night. I am doing much better and I like it so much. There are a lots of English words that I did not know before. Now I can write them. I am so eager and at the same time happy that I could do this much. It is not easy, but as the Englishman said, here is the big bet, but I am willing to do so. I hope I will do that in another 6 months. I am hopeful and determined to do so because it is so important to me. I can't say enough how much I want to do this. I want to learn digital skill and writing. 6 months ago, I wasn't able to do this. Sometimes I tell my teacher, I will go to Harvard University. Ha 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 ha. I am joking. Hey, who knows? Maybe someday the dream for the future is to become independent. Thank you for listening, everybody. And thanks to my teacher in my school.
Thank you, Sada. That was wonderful and inspirational to start off our morning.
Thank you.
Just wonderful. We will continue with somebody else from PTP. Nadia, are you here?
I'm Rogue. Nardia is here, but I'm going to read for Nardia.
Perfect.
Okay. So in the words of Nardia, the beautiful writing of Nardia, on my first day at PTP, I was feeling quite nervous about my future. Being a middle-aged adult, I've been out of school for quite some time, and I was looking for a new sense of purpose, a way to build myself personally through improving academically. I came to know about the program through a friend and decided to give it a try. As I mentioned before, I was very nervous, but upon arriving, I received a huge warm welcome from the staff and the other students, and that made me more comfortable. Now I'm working on my reading and writing skills in my intermediate reading for work and life class. Every class, I feel more and more relaxed and confident in my ability not only to express myself, but also to excel. I have learned how to properly articulate myself by writing clearly, being more vocal, and answering questions. The support I've received from my teacher and peers keeps me motivated to keep going. In the future, I plan to continue my studies and apply for a job in customer service and/or healthcare. I want to continue to build my skills and expertise and eventually build a professional career. PTP has helped me tremendously, and I am so excited to see what is ahead.
Thank you, Brooke. Speaking on behalf of Nardia. Wonderful goals.
Thank you so much, Miss. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Nardia, for writing and for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have Ria, also from PTP?
Yes, I am here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And thank you for this opportunity. Alrighty. So this is my essay that I wrote. With the snap of a finger, my life had changed. I suffered a brain injury, a major stroke. No longer was I the person who memorized and cared for a living. I am now the person who forgot what I did 5 minutes ago. On the outside, I am all well and able. However, knowing myself, there is something wrong. Am I now stupid? Why do I make these mistakes? I need to investigate and regain the life I had before. The journey now starts in the brain. I was a good student before, not the very best, but enough to pass. Maybe I need to check my academic brain. This request led me to follow the PTP trail. PTP gave me a glimmer of hope that my old self is still there and my new self is acceptable and could be better. In addition to the valuable skills in life, PTP enabled me to refresh my academic skills in reading, writing, project management. Having finished my high school, university, and college levels, embarrassingly, this is the only time I was able to fully comprehend the principles behind why each step is necessary for a math problem and the reason behind why we do each step. Being young and immature, lack of patience and good communications from my instructors definitely influenced that learning experience of my past. My instructor now, unlike in my younger academic years, gives tremendous patience and attention to her students, making sure no one's eyebrow is crossed with confusion and everyone understand and can actively participate. Life indeed is an ongoing lesson and it's never too late to learn. At PTP, I saw that everyone makes mistakes. We can all laugh about it. This is what makes PTP an enjoyable but learning environment. No one judges. Instead, we figure out what is wrong and solve the problem as a team. The light social interaction and good laugh helps to regulate hormones and relieve stress. You're not only learning but receiving positive body therapy too. It's in addition to the instructors, the support staff became an invaluable part of my journey. They made sure I got what I need to achieve the best learning experience as they worked with me to discover strategies and plans that would work best specifically to my abilities and needs. Ultimately, I am hopeful to live one day at a time, bringing my lessons in PTP, both academic and in life. I will continue helping people with similar journey as I have. I am definitely recommending to people to try PTP courses in the hopes of getting the same or even more fruitful experience as I did. Thank you, everyone.
Ria. You've come a long way. I remember our first talk.
Oh yeah, my goodness, you were there.
Thank you. That was just absolutely beautiful. I'm
I
glad you're on
appreciate
your way.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for my instructors, the staff, and my classmates. And
Embry,
to this organization who supports CPTP. Thank you.
Thank you,
Embry
Ria.
and Georgina, a number of my students have my screen name. It's because I shared the link with them this morning. They were
that's
trying to find it. It is possible to change it. The host can change it in the top right-hand corner.
Mhm.
Or for my students.
No, I know. I just don't know the names. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so for my students, you can also change it by just hovering your cursor over, pressing the three dots in the top
Yeah.
corner, and
It's just the
reading.
names.
Oh,
So what would
rename.
their
I've
names
got
be?
it. I've got
Sorry.
Ria. I just
Yep,
changed
I got
Ria.
it.
Yeah, they can also do it.
Alrighty. Change it. Thank you, Rogue.
Thank you.
Georgina, Jared has joined.
I see Jared. Hi, Jared. How are you?
Good morning. I'm just hoping everything works here. Sorry to have a little technical difficulty.
No worries.
But again, I came and heard both of these stories and they're absolutely wonderful. So I wanted to, again, really thank everybody. Again, for those who don't know me, my name is Jared Ross. I'm the president of MTML of the board. So it's my great pleasure to work with Ambreen and Georgina. And I wanted again to extend a really heartfelt congratulations to them for all the hard work that they do throughout the year to support literacy. Also to our partners like PTP and all the educators that we have on this call who also work so hard. And of course, to every single learner who is here who gets up and does the work and makes these amazing improvements and strides. And the thing I was thinking about last night, trying to write a few words was, literacy really is it's more than reading and writing. It's a tool for empathy, to learn about other people and talk to people and get a sense of who they are. So every time we make strides in our reading, our writing, we're communicating, we're empathizing with people, and it's a great hope and a great way forward in the future. So I want to thank everybody for doing that. And it's a powerful message that we're sending. So thank you all.
Thank you, Jared. Okay, so why don't we continue? We have one more last reader, learner from PTP, Jennifer. And Rogue, is it under your name as well?
I don't think so. Jennifer is not one of my students. Jennifer is Lauren's student. Oh, there she is. She's under Lauren's name because they're all together there
Okay.
in Lauren's classroom.
Good morning, everyone. This is
Good
Lauren from
morning.
PTP, and sorry about this purple. We've turned purple. This happens once in a while. I think maybe it's a good omen. So yes, I have 3 of my students here. So Jennifer is now going to be full front screen here, and I'll be beside her, and she's going to read her wonderful story.
Thank you.
I am happy to share my experience at PTP West, taking different courses like reading, writing, math, and basic computers. I went to PTP to learn and upgrade some of my skills and to make new friends. It's a good experience to meet a lot of people at PTP. Our LBS manager, Karen, helped Kalia and me to look for a cooking program. Kalia is my best friend and is also a student at PTP. We took the 2 weeks cooking program. It was fun and it was great experience. We got to bake, cook, and make some delicious food. We made banana bread, vegetable soup, rice and peas, jerk chicken, and coleslaw. We got to bring some of the food that we baked and cooked to share with our PTP teachers. The teachers enjoyed the wonderful food we made in our cooking program. Kalia and I now have several certificates, WMIS and Cooking Achievement. We are very proud of ourselves, and so are our families and classmates at PTP. We are now master chefs of PTP.
Good job.
That is wonderful. So there's a lot more than just reading and writing, as everybody can see through literacy programs, all the extensions that can go out to certificate programs and just learning in different fields that can bring forth them into a successful environment. That's great. Okay. Do we have anybody else from PTP?
Lauren here, we indeed do.
Okay,
So
uh,
so go ahead and we can always intersperse them with other learners, of course.
okay, so that's what I was going to suggest, Lauren.
Mhm.
Let's see other organizations. I know those three people at the beginning had to leave by 11. As you know, we're not doing the 1 hour this year. We've extended it to 2 hours. That's how many stories came through, and I'm hoping that it's going to go that right to the end with those stories. Why don't we see if there's anybody from I think Mona Saleh from YMCA.
Yeah, I'm PTV, Mona.
Mona
Mona
Yeah, hello.
Saleh
Oh,
from
sorry.
YMCA.
No,
Yeah.
so
She's our
can I
PTP student.
yeah, she's PTP. So Muna, you can read a little bit
Not
later.
sorry, not
okay?
Muna.
Okay.
Mona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Not Muna Ali, but Mona
Saleh.
Saleh
Yeah,
from
I am here. Yeah.
YMCA.
Okay. Can
Would
I
you
read
like
my
to share?
story?
Yes. If you'd
Yeah.
like to go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Today we are celebrating MTML, International Literacy Day, which is very important event to me. So I am glad to share my interesting story to all of you, because what I did changed my opinion about new modern electronic life. First of all, I am a grandma, has a small family, and one of old school fans. I used to work as a dentist for a long time, and in spite of that, I was have a problem, which is I don't know how to use computer. In fact, that problem affect my mood, especially when I see my granddaughter use her computer and deal with it like doll in her hands. I was unprofessional in browsing for anything through internet. And the problem was worse when I realized that computer skills are mandatory for most of posted jobs. That dark spot in my mind kept me away from sharing my family and friend and a lot of update things. But on one day, I decided to go to YMCA office looking for a free computer program, especially for beginner. Here, my lovely story started. I went to a YMCA branch close to my home, and there I asked the receptionist for information and explained to her how much I am ignored in computer. She led me to concerning staff who were very kind and cooperative. They started to explain the offered program, but I have to attend the Learning Opportunity Program, LOP, and I did. From day one, they start from 0 point and gave me a lot of information about computer in a very simple, easy way. I took the job very seriously and started to study hard on that. Day by day and step by step, I knew a lot of information about computer and got a reasonable experience in using it. For example, nowadays, I know how to create an email account, a simple way to downloading. Also, they started to teach me the Word program office, how to open file, name and rename, save, ways to organize that file in a folder. Not only that, but also how to write email in the best manner. Uses Zoom, basic of internet searching, looking for a job, submit my resume, extra. After 2 months, nowadays, I have the confidence to speak with anyone about computer without any hesitation, especially my granddaughter. Last and not lastly, I appreciate every moment I had spent at YMCA. They swept up my ignorance and melt my icy dream about computer. That was still a critical push for me to knock new doors and more opportunity to find a meaningful job. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. It was a great pleasure having you in our program. I read your story several times and it touched my heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Georgina? Okay. Okay, we'll go to the next one. I don't know. I think Georgina went offline. So anyone who would like to read their story?
My learners are ready. Amberine, if we have opportunity.
Okay,
Two
sure.
of them.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Lutza, you can go first. Okay. Okay. You can hear me, right? Yep. Okay. Okay. So I am one of the students from the ESU program here at TDSB. I just joined here for the past 6 months, January 6th. So I want to share the experience with you guys through already. Throughout my past year, I was a little bit confused because it's my first time coming here in this program, in this classroom. And I had a wonderful opportunity to meet my teachers, Mita, and along with the other peers. So for the very first few weeks, I was very resilient to learn and get the opportunity to get the help that I need. Since I was born with a disability called autistic spectrum disorder, which my comprehension level may not be perfect to answer any complex questions they gave me regarding assignments or some form of complex situations. And throughout a few weeks, I pretty much got the help from my peers, and I was very helpful to help them out as well. For instance, I have to set up the computers for learners who are still new to learn how to use a computer. So I am pretty much very comfortable, and most likely because I have very good experience. And for the few weeks and a few months, I was very focused on assignments given by the teacher that she has set me up based on my learning goals, which is going to college at Seneca. I want to learn as a veterinarian assistant. And I was very, very motivated, and I pretty much never want to give up from learning. I never missed a day at school, and I want to keep focusing on, no matter how difficult my day was, no matter how easy my assignment goes by, but as long as I am very, very happy and very motivational, and I don't want to give up with learning, which is what I've been doing for the past few months. And today I'm still here, but I've got the opportunity again to help out with learners. It was not easy at first, but it was a very, very learning experience as well. And I'm very proud to be here at TDSB as well. I'm very proud with the teachers, with the students as well, to motivate me and encouraging me to keep going and don't want to give up with what I've been doing. And I pretty much I've experience with learning my English along with the speaking and writing. And of course, I have to learn math as well, which I've been doing quite well. And it was, again, a little bit challenging, but I really, really kept going and don't want to give up. I just want to keep learning more and more times. And yeah, I think I don't have too much to say. So thank you for speaking.
Thank you so much. It's so inspirational. And every day I also think that while the learners are so motivated to learn, kudos to all the programs for making life easier for learners. So thank you so much.
This is Smita here. I'd just like to add just a couple of sentences about Lutza, that she never misses a day. She's here from 9 to 2:30, even if she's alone by herself in the afternoon. She keeps working until I say that it's time for closing. And she had a little difficulty with math when she started, but just over a span of 6 months, she made such a rapid progress, starting from her division till fractions, decimals, and pretty much now she does everything correct whenever I give tests and all. And she was preparing for Seneca entrance assessment test to go for her program of veterinary assistant. She's come a long way and is again back this year as well, because she still wants to work on her biology grade 9 and grade 11. And that's what is her goal for this year. And I'm sure she will shine.
Yes. Amazing. Maybe I'll come and learn math from you. Fractions, probably.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Noor, you want to come and sit here? Okay. Yeah.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much to give me time to I read my topic. My topic is a little different. It's a special day in my life. Life has married good and bad times, such as happens in sadness, health and illness, wealth and poverty, as well as moments of strength and weakness. Some of these moments are unforgettable. My special day on 2nd December 2021. On this day, I arrived in Canada after countless difficulties which saved my life, because I had studied in my home country, Afghanistan. My family life would have been in danger, because we were all educated and I was a civil engineer who owned a construction company. We could leave the country. It was also I was also a contractor for NATO countries, embassies, and militaries in Afghanistan. In September 2021, when the US government and NATO members decided to leave Afghanistan, they announced that the people who had collaborated with them would be transferred to safety once their documents or contracts are consented. I then traveled to Canada along with my family, and after months of staying in hotels, I settled in Toronto to join my younger son, who had been here for many years. Consequently, I granted me another opportunity to start a new life in the Canadian community with diverse and multicultural people. I lost my money. I lost my money, properties, and company, along with furnishing and tools in Afghanistan. It was exceedingly difficult and sad, but I'm not sorrowful. I'm happy because I'm alive and have started a new life with my family in Canada. When I settled, I started to focus on my immediate needs. The first requirement was to improve my English language skills, and I studied in Russian language in university. So as I joined the one-year ESL program and was returning to study after a gap about 40 years. Then, in September 2023, I started the ESU program at C School. This program helped me to learn fundamental English communication skills, math vocabulary, and digital skills. In addition, I engaged with the Learning Hub program to attend my English and digital classes to get several certificates. During my learning journey, I practiced during my learning journey, I participated in the Learners Conference, and my learning story was one of the winners' stories to receive a cash prize from Metro Toronto Movement for Literacy. Finally, it's worth mentioning to my sincere gratitude to my esteemed and dear teacher, Mr. Sumata Prapani, who encouraged and guided me through my learning journey to develop English and digital skills to become more independent. I wish my teacher continued in even greater success. And also I want to say we have a good friendly environment in class. We help each other all time to share our knowledge and experience to other classmates. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It's amazing how many learners come with so many different challenges, and our literacy programs create such a community within the class, and amazing certificates and amazing learning journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing and the resilience.
Yeah, even Noor is one of the students who is very regular attending and not giving up, to try his digital skills. Like, he's come a long way. He was using a Farsi keyboard when he entered the classroom, and I had to literally wait for a few weeks for him to really think of even sitting on the computer chair and even trying out the keyboard and all. But now he's come a long way. He has created shortcuts. He has joined the Learning Hub, which is full of digital platform. He has got he's joined the online classes that I've created and knows how to use his Google Drive, organize the files, and he's become quite independent, and rather he's helping other new beginner learners with his digital skills. So that's an amazing achievement for him, I would say. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to just add, sorry, my internet dropped, but I'm back on. I just would like to add that this year's UNESCO theme is actually promoting literacy in the digital era. So we are here with some students that have already delved into the digital skills, and hopefully others will see the importance of it and how it carries on into their successful journey into work, community life, personal life. So thank you. Gabby, if it's a quick question or comment that you have, I see your hand you raised. Gabby?
That was an error, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. No worries. So we'll continue on. Sorry, I'm not too sure. I was off for a bit there. Is Luca?
So after YMCA, just one person spoke, then it was TDSB. So if you want to go back to YMCA, I know
Okay.
Trisha also raised her hand at some point.
Yes, I've got Trisha as well. So the second reader from YMCA is Bahare Pia.
She's here.
I see that she's here. Bahare?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
All right. Would you like to share?
Yes, sure. Just a second. Okay, first of all, hello everyone. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm one of the LOP students. When I first arrived in Canada, I was a newcomer with many questions and hopes for the future. I knew that to succeed, I needed to improve my knowledge about the Canadian culture, especially at workplace. So that's why I was so happy to find the LOP. I decided to attend 2 classes, which was about communication skills and workplace and essential skills for employment. These courses were exactly what I needed. In the communication skills class, I learned practical skills like how to write professional emails, which is very important here in Canada at any workplace, and also organizing documents and write memos. The essential skills class was also full of new information about soft skills and Canadian workplace culture. Both classes were great for improving my speaking skills and other essential skills I need for any job. But what I'm most grateful for is how these classes help me connect with my new community. As a newcomer, I was looking for ways to get involved and make friends. Through LOP, I met people from different backgrounds and was able to make new connections. Now I feel much more confident. I can start conversations with people and get involved in different communities. Attending these classes has helped me adapt to life in Canada and feel more at home. I am so glad I had this opportunity. Finally, I want to give a special thanks to Tara, Sarah, and Ian for all of their support and effort. They made a big difference in my learning journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bahar.
Thank you. Wonderful stories. And we'll
Thank
carry
you.
on. Trisha, will you be reading on behalf of your student?
Yes, I will. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for putting this event together, MTML. This is an amazing morning so far, listening to everyone's stories. Congratulations to all the learners who've submitted. I am very pleased and proud to read for our student today. He was unable to make it. My name is Anthony. This is part of my life story. This part is the journey of reading and writing, where I always depending on someone to help me with anything to do with things like filling out forms, going places, or trying to find a job. And now things are even more different. These days, it is even more important to be able to do things independently. In this lifetime that we are living, 75% of things are done online. But what if you are someone who doesn't read or write well, and you need to use a computer on a daily basis? When I realized I needed to improve my reading and writing to use a computer more effectively, I looked for a place to help me because I didn't think I could do it on my own. I tried a couple of different ways to learn, but they did not work for me, and I stopped. But I realized that things were continuing to change, and everything was digital, from doing my job to looking at my pay stub, to booking time off work, and even checking in at the airport. I told myself that I needed to try again, and I went to LCYS Skills Upgrading Center to work again on improving my reading and writing. I have been on my new learning journey for 6 months, and I can already see the benefits. I like knowing how to read and pronounce sounds and words independently, and realizing that there is a difference between writing like I am speaking and writing for more formal reasons. I've started to feel more confident going online to look up things, and I like using programs like IXL to learn when I cannot come into the center. It's not a shame to try again in life. If you try, and if you fail, you must remember to get back up and try again. I lived with feeling shame for many years, but I didn't realize it's only me that it affects, not anyone else. It was up to me to change it, to find the help I needed. It was up to me to give up that pride and try again. There are great people out there to help you learn, with great tools to help you. I have had great help in Canada since I came here, and I am grateful for it. It can take courage to seek the help you need to make these changes in your life, but it's worth it for you to make the changes. If you don't make them, there's no one else who can make them for you. This was Anthony's submission, and we were so very proud to receive it. He's been a wonderful, wonderful worker here. He comes on a regular basis, and he tries so very hard and is so pleased with the progress he's made, and so are we. I want to congratulate everyone here this morning. You've done such a wonderful job, and thank you for letting us share his submission today.
Thank you, Tricia, for reading on behalf of Anthony. Very inspirational as all. Okay, so we are going to go back then to TDSB. And Luca? Is Luca here or somebody else from TDSB?
I'm Georgina. I think both the students read. It's Lutza, who was the first one who went, and then Noor, and one student had her story, but she had to leave for work, so she's not here.
Okay. Will anybody read for her? Is she fine if you read for her, or should we carry on to somebody else?
I think, no, I don't have a story printed. I think she took it back, so sorry, I'm unable to read it. But I would just like to mention that her name is Amun, and she's from Lebanon, and she joined 3 years ago in my program. She was transferred from another location, and she had a great experience of working with autistic children back home, but naturally the language is a barrier for anyone who is even qualified in their countries, but when they want to look for jobs here. But she didn't give up. She went to do some voluntary work in the local school here where her son was studying. And after that, she started doing the lunchtime supervisor's role. And gradually, over a couple of years, she got the job of support assistant at TDSB. So she works a few hours in the morning. So she attends only a couple of hours in the morning in my class and leaves by 11 to do the job. And she was specially received an email during the summer because of her work at that school that they are having a summer school, especially for special needs teenagers. And she was asked to work throughout the summer for a whole month. And she did mention her experience of working over there. And she's looking forward to become a qualified teaching assistant or an education assistant here. So she's still working on her reading and writing skills. But unfortunately, because of her job, she's unable to put enough time with her learning here. And I hope she does and succeeds. Thank you. That's the story of Amun from my class.
Thank you, Smita, for the recap. And we wish Amun the best of success going forward into her goal as an assistant. And she definitely has a lot of potential and background and experience. Well, thank you. And please
we will be
congratulate
releasing
her.
the Learner Stories booklet today. So we'll post it on our website and share it on social media. I'll be sending it out to the ministry, people who are, they need to listen to all these stories, yeah, right. So just letting everyone know.
Those are the people that came forward that they wanted to read, but we are now opening it up. It's just before 11 o'clock. As I say, we do have another hour to go. And we're opening it up to any reader who would like to share now. Muna?
Yeah, I want to share with you my
Absolutely.
story. Yeah, I go with PTP. My story started like when I came PTP, it's like 2 years ago. I said they give me warm welcome. I learned how to read, write, math, Sam, the essential study manager in Brampton adult school. I used to go adult school Brampton. I took like 40 credit almost. He said, what are you doing here? You can go college now. So he said, for that reason, I will send you PTP. You keep reading, writing, and math if you like to continue there. So when I go there, I see Laura and Ryan for the computer. Laura, she teach me like math, English, and writing, reading. It was good. So now I finished all my high school, 40 credits, biology, chemistry, everything, math. And they say, you can finish so far. So Sam asked me, what's the next step? What are you going to do in future? I said, I will see the future. When I figure out, it's going to be shine. Thank you for listening my story. Thank you.
Thank you, Muna. Thank you. And we have a couple of more volunteers. That's great. We have Nathan and then Joyce.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I would like to share my little bit of my life story, although I'm still struggling, but I'm almost there. My name is Naifin. I graduated from a personal support worker program. Although I have my certificate, life was so hard for me as a single mom to get a job because I had to get daycare for my little one before applying for employment. Time went by and I started applying for jobs to no avail because I have a gap of 3 years from my graduation and not working. I have no work history in Canada. I was devastated and confused, not knowing what to do. One thing I did was ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions for any assistance. I was able to get my answers at the time I reached out to my caseworker and asked for help. That was the time I get to know PTP West. PTP introduced many programs that can give me a leg up. They introduced me to something totally new from my thinking. On day one of the meeting with the PTP staff, participating in class and communicating with my classmates, I was able to realize that were my next steps to achieve my goal. PTP helped me to correct my resume and upgrade my English communication, basic math, and computer skills. I feel so proud of myself and I'm able to join multiple places to volunteer. Not only did I get a counsel at PTP, but I have dedicated teachers and also references that will help me to get my job. Thank you, PTP, and everyone.
Thank you, Nathan, for the resilience that you have and the courage to carry and ask questions. Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. We have Joyce. Who's next?
Sorry about that. Good morning, everyone. My
Good
name
morning.
is Joyce. Good morning. My name is Joyce Balogun, and I'm one of the learners at YMCA Employment Services in North York, LOP. LOP was, I went in search of computer skills, but I got there and I was referred to computer service. So I joined the class and it was a turning point in my career. It gave me a voice I didn't have because I usually have difficulty in communication. I am now, I think, say 70%, I am able to communicate without being shy. Through their coaching in customer service, soft skills, and resume support, I gained the tools and confidence to better showcase my skills and pursue new opportunities. I had a program with YMCA Culinary School downtown, and looking for a job, I now learned that getting a job in Canada, you must be able to use the computer and stuff like that. So that was why I went to YMCA North York. And I would say the staffs have been so fantastic. Just want to say thank you to Tara, Sarah, and Richmond. They've been very great. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. I
Thanks
hope
a
you look
lot,
forward
Joyce.
to all your wonderful opportunities. All right, we have a couple of hands up. Dio Gratis. Dio Gratis. Okay, so Dio Gratis, are you trying to log on with your camera or your speaker? Can we go then to, we'll come back to Dio Gratis. Hope, are you able to
Yeah,
to
Lauren
share now?
Lauren was before me.
It's okay. Go ahead, Hope. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead. You go first.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, my name is Hope Darby. I went to PTP going on 4 years now, and PTP was the start of my life because for years and years I was struggling. I was living under umbrella. No one didn't know that I couldn't read. No one didn't know that I couldn't write. But thank goodness something happened in my life, and I regret it, and I'm sad, but I'm happy I found PTP. And I'm happy I found the greatest and the best teachers I could ever want to have. If I did have my 2 teachers that I have right now, maybe I would be the Prime Minister of Canada because they have break my brain. First, Rogue, when I wanted to do computer, I remember the morning I said to Rogue, "Do you have a computer class?" And she said, "Yes." do you want to join? And I said, yes, but I'm scared if I touch the computer, I'm going to end up in Russia. And she said, no, because it was scared. If I touch those buttons, it's gonna just send me somewhere. And Rogue took me in, and she scolded me and she scolded me. And sometimes when I ask her questions, sometimes I feel like, oh, this old lady asking, these questions about computer, and you have kids that can use computer. You should have known. But Rogue never, ever, ever said no. Lauren, Lauren, it's like when you eat ice cream on a hot day and it's going down. That's how Lauren made me feel. Lauren is so good because I couldn't read, I couldn't spell. And sometimes I felt so embarrassed against my classmate. But Lauren, 2 words to me is, Hope, you can do it. The second one, she told my classmate, because my classmate, they know how nervous I am. I don't even say classmate, I said my learning family. That's how I present my classmate. It's my learning family because we all learn together. And my classmate know that I'm always nervous, and my classmate always said, you can do it. And Lauren, words to my classmate, do not help her. And because Lauren said, do not help her, I'll stare at Lauren and I'll just say, okay. I have confidence in myself. I have confidence in my teacher because she knows that I can do it. And because of that, now I'm writing my poems, I'm reading. I don't even want to drive anymore because when I drive, I can't see anything. So I take TTC, I walk, and I read and I read. And sometimes when I read, I stand and I look back at myself and I said, is that you, Hope? And I said, well done, thanks to Lauren, because she break the words into pieces. She break that words into syllables and 3 parts, and she said, okay, Hope, put it together. So I thank PTP for everything that I could offer to anyone now. I could offer to myself. I could offer to society, because my goal is going back, getting a degree from university. I want a degree so bad in fashion, in dressmaking. And with Lauren and Rogue, I am going to do it. And I promise myself that I'll do it. And I promise Lauren and Rogue, they have to be here to come to my graduation. I know that we have to go running on time, but yesterday I went to see my doctor, my family doctor, and I said to my family doctor, Talita, I'm going to school. And she started to cry. She said, Hope? And I said, yes, I started to go to school because I always talked to her and said, I feel dumb. And now I don't feel dumb. I have a voice. I have a future. I can turn my computer on. I can write my emails. I can send emails. I can use my smartphone that I don't want to be smarter than me. So thanks to PTP so much. And most of all, thanks to my learning family. I will forever love you and be grateful for you. Thank you so much. And thank you for listening to my story.
Thank you, Hope, for all the inspiration. And yeah, you'll go and get that degree. You'll get it.
Thank you.
As your name says, the last thing to lose is hope. Never lose your hope. Thank you. I have Lauren, sorry.
So
are you
I
gonna
think
read on?
Gracious is having problems with her
Yeah.
mic. If you could, I just put it in the chat. On the bottom left corner, there's a mic. And if you can click the drop down arrow, maybe select a microphone would be number 2 option. And select a speaker would be number 2 option. Try that.
Deogratis, where is Deogratis from? What provider?
Deogratis is a learning opportunities program learner. So if he can't read his stories, if you just give me a few seconds, I can read on his behalf.
Okay, Sarah. So while we're trying to sort that out, Lauren, sorry for interrupting twice now, but you can go ahead.
Thank you. And again, I apologize for this odd screen. Once in a while, it becomes purple over here. So I'm going to ask, I have Mickey with me, who's one of my amazing learners. So she's going to read her story. I'm just going to put her in the spotlight now. So just give me a moment, Mickey. There we go.
I have recently returned to PTP. I was a student before at PTP West. I didn't give myself the chance to learn. I was full of excuses. Now I'm on a new learning journey at PTP. This is my adventure. Karen, the PTP West LBS manager, has been very supportive of me. She set me up with one-on-one opportunity with Elena, the financial advisor from North York Community House. I want to live within my means and have a realistic budget that I can use and start saving for my child's future. I need to come up with an accurate payment plan for credit cards to learn how to live without credit card. My goal is to own a house as an investment property for my son's future. Thank you to Lauren and her learning style and positive attitude. I'm writing something I never felt comfortable with. This is my first piece of writing. My struggles are not just with money. I'm striving to stay on point, doing what I'm set to do to create the life I want, not the life someone wants for me or thinks I deserve.
Thank you. We all have a voice, and I'm happy that you had the courage to share yours and your future goals. So Sarah, were you able to get Deogratis's?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. I hope it is all well with you and doing good with your work. Thank you very much for your time to reach out to me and giving me the opportunity to express my sincere appreciation for your services. It was very great for me to begin with you as a newcomer in this country. Your programs, right from language assessment and referrals, help me a lot to quickly learn not only the work communication skills, but also it helped me understand well how to live in any community I would find myself in. I am now very confident in the community where I stay and feel very well with the people I interact with. Also, at my workplace, giving the learning I received through the Learning Opportunities Program, I have been able to adapt very quickly into the working environment. I am very vast with work communication skills, but also Canadian work ethics. As a newcomer beginning with your programs, is the opportunity I will never forget nor take for granted. I take this opportunity to say very many thanks to all the staff right from YMCA Millionaire Office, STC YMCA office and Dufferin YMCA office. The staff may not remember me, nor do I remember names of some of the staff, but I am so grateful to everyone for your services, to thousands of newcomers in this country. Thank you very much. Kind regards, Deogratis.
Thank you,
That's
Sarah,
it.
for sharing Deogratis' story, and we wish
You're welcome.
them all the best. I'm just wondering, is there anybody here from Toronto Catholic District School Board? Okay, we had a couple of submissions, but and they did register, so I'm just wondering. All right. The floor is still open for some more sharing. Anyone else? Lauren, whose story are you sharing?
I have a story from one of my learners who cannot be here today, but I also I see that two of my learners are also online and they both have amazing stories. So I just want to mention Hannah and Vanessa. So if either of you want to read, please raise your hand. But since I'm here right now, I will read Linda's story. So Linda has participated in the conferences several times. So I believe this is her third story, but it's
Fourth.
I'm sorry?
This is her fourth
Her
story.
fourth. Thank you, Mary.
And also in Laura's story because I spoke to her last night.
I don't have Laura's in front of me, Mary. So if I can find it, I will. But I unfortunately I don't have it right now. But I'll see if I can find it, and if I can, then I will read. So this is Linda's story. It's very important to Linda that I share it today because she's just been on a very personal and difficult journey. Hello, my name is Linda. I am one of the students at PTP West Center. I've been with PTP for 5 years. My reading and spelling teacher, Lauren, is helping me to break down words into syllables so I can pronounce and spell them the right way. I would like to write my own journey one day about my experiences going through cancer and what I have learned. I won't give up on my dreams of writing my own books one day. I know I am in the right place to learn how to write and improve my spelling. I have a lot more to learn before I start writing my books. I won't give up on my lifelong dreams. I just want to add, again, Linda couldn't be here today, but Linda is actually already in the process of writing a book about her cancer journey. Thank you.
Wow, that would be an amazing accomplishment. That is wonderful to hear, and we wish her well.
Georgina, are we open to one more story? Then I would like to read one.
Yes, we are, Smita. But before that, we did have a couple of hands up, Vanessa and then Hannah.
Sure.
And then you can go ahead.
Yes.
Greetings to everyone. My name is Vanessa, and I want to speak about my journey with PTP. Hi, my name is Vanessa. One word I would use to describe my journey to PTP is challenging. My journey with PTP began on October 1st, 2024, on a cold morning. I was thinking to myself about how I want to progress more in my spiritual growth, particularly in the areas of mathematics, writing, and reading. One main reason why I wanted to develop in these areas was because I felt it was crucial for my professional development. So I was actively seeking ways to enhance my skills from people I felt comfortable with. During a casual conversation with my supervisor one day, I decided to openly speak about my goal to him, since I was determined to achieve this growth. He was very supportive and offered to help me find resources, as he was providing a list with many potential programs and learning centers. One that was provided was PTP, which immediately caught my attention. Fascinated, I decided to investigate further. I called the PTP number, which was on the list, and successfully scheduled a consultation with Karen. Then on the day of my appointment, I felt a mixture of excitement and fear. I was greeted warmly by Karen, who immediately put me at ease. She presented me with a comprehensive assessment designed to pinpoint my current skill level in maths, reading, and writing. The assessment itself was simple, and I gave it my best effort. After completing the assessment, Karen reassured me that she would speak with the instructor to determine the best course of study for my needs. and would then contact me to set up a schedule. A few days later, Karen call arrived, beginning the welcome news that my online classes were ready to begin. I was delighted to finally embark on this new chapter of learning and self-improvement, fluid by a sense of purpose and confidence in my ability to achieve my goal with the support of PTP. Because of my study in reading, writing, and math, I have improved significantly, and I am looking forward to moving into the workforce. Thanks to PTP and my kind teachers for helping me achieve my goal, driving me into being successful in every work I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. Wonderful confidence in pursuing your goals. Hannah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello, my name is Hannah. I am studying at PTP Auto Learning and Employment Programs West Center. I have wanted to be a school bus driver for a long time, but I couldn't do it. I didn't know how to listen, speak, read, and write well in English or use a computer. However, after 6 months of studying at PTP, thanks to the dedicated help the teachers, I became very confident and was ready to apply for a job. Currently, I am studying at PTP and working part-time. My job is to ride a school bus. I appreciate PTP, which had helped people from all ethnic groups upgrade their education and knowledge when they come here to live, work, and reunite with their families. I cynically think Canada a beautiful country and compassionate people who always love and help all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah, and congratulations on being part of a citizen into the workforce as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Smita.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I would read the story that the 3 girls who came to my program for a very short period, but it is absolutely inspirational and motivational story. So I have their electronic copy open in front of me. So please bear with me because I'm going to read it from the document. Thank you. Okay. So more than actually a learning journey, I would also like to focus on their journey from their home country, Yemen, to Canada, which took nearly 10 years for them. So the story goes here. The names of the 3 learners are Nora, Leila, and Fatima, who entered my program after the LINK program closed for just few months, maybe 5 to 6 months, last academic year. But I could say that they had hunger for education and would not waste even a second in the class. They would work on the desks as a group for nearly 5 hours a day and do so much of work that I could not keep up with the marking. So here the story goes, and she had titled the story as To a Safe Harbor. So she said that we did not know that one decision would change our lives forever. Every time I look back, I realized how hard the journey was, but it was worth it. We three sisters with different dreams shared one hope of finding safety, stability, and opportunity to begin again. We were born and raised in Yemen in a small town city called Taz. The early years of our childhood were filled with random, beautiful moments that we still carry with us, that were some of the best times of our lives. However, life in Yemen was far from stable. Political tension loomed constantly, and although we hoped for peace, war became a reality when the civil conflict broke out in 2015. At that time, I was in the second half of the school year, preparing to graduate from high school the following year. That was one of the most discouraging moments of my life. For my little sister, Leila, it was even more painful than mine. She witnessed one of the most terrifying nights of her life during a heavy bombing that targeted her bedroom. Thankfully, she was not in her room at that moment. Moreover, my sister Fatima bore physical pain as the shrapnel from the bombing left lasting marks on her body, a permanent reminder of that awful night. My parents and we four siblings left our home country in 2015 when each of us carried different scars, but together we held one hope: to survive, to heal, and to find a place where we could truly belong. The years that followed were filled with fear and uncertainty. People around us lived in terror and witnessed death daily, so immigration became a word that haunted us and later defined us. Was this decision to immigrate easy? Absolutely not. It was one of the hardest choices we had to make, especially when we did not even have a clear destination to turn to. The 10 years we endured before arriving in Canada were filled with painful and unimaginable challenges, while we lost precious years of receiving formal education. Throughout our journey, we traveled through 5 countries using different means of transportation each time, including flights, buses, and even boats, only because we were searching for a safe place to live, rebuild our future, and chase our dreams we could sustain. Eventually, when we got the opportunity to migrate to Canada in December 2024, at first we could hardly believe it because it just felt like an idea, not something real. However, we knew it was a golden opportunity. Though we did not expect success, our patience, resilience, and family unity made it possible. Today, we are finally building the life we always dreamed of in a place we can truly call home. For the first time in years, we feel safe, hopeful, and excited for what lies ahead. This sense of peace and stability is a precious gift from God, one we can cherish deeply after everything we had endured. In the fall of 2024, we arrived in Canada with full of hope, and we were given the opportunities and privileges that we had missed before. At the beginning of the new year, we joined the LINK program to further our language skills to help us integrate into the society smoothly. Adjusting to an unfamiliar environment and a different language was far from easy. Still, we were determined not to stop learning because progress mattered the most. When the LINK program closed after 2 months, we enrolled in the ESU program, believing in the power of education to improve our future. This choice became the bridge between our past and the present for a better tomorrow. Since we joined the ESU class, we 3 sisters are working hard at a good pace to complete our classwork and homework, to receive daily feedback from our teacher. So we are happy to make a small steps of progress in this right direction. So I would like to share the further story that they were here for 4 months. They used to sit on that table, 3 sisters together. They would really work, complete packs and packs of work every day. And literally I had to sit and mark as a group rather than giving individual feedback to save my time. And each one of us had a dream of going to Emory for their further, grade 12, the OSD course, because one wanted to become a baker, one wanted to become a nutritionist, and one wanted to become a data analyst. And all the 3 of them successfully got in Emory, and they are missing the classrooms, and they say they want to come back and meet everyone here. So I just appreciate their what you call inherent motivation to keep going and just be there in ESU class for 4 months to get into Emory. And I've never had any learner who stayed for such a short time. And I think it was an amazing, unforgettable experience for all of us as a group and as a teacher. And she wrote the whole assignment on her own with very minimal help, which was truly appreciable. Thank you.
Thank you, Smita. It just inspirational how all struggles and being together as a family as well, and the new family that they found at ESU. So very
Yes.
proud moments for everybody. Thank you for sharing. We have Lauren, we have one more, we do have time for one more story. Yes.
Let's see. Thank you, Georgina.
You're welcome.
So I did find Laura's story. Laura, as Mary said, couldn't be here today. So you'll have to forgive me. I have to pull it up on my laptop here. So let me just do that and I will read and share Laura's story with us. So just give me one moment. Okay, here we go. I am writing this piece to let everyone know how happy and proud I am today. I hope PTP knows how helpful they are to me. When I first came to PTP, I could not read properly, nor write, nor do math. Here I am today, and it is all because of PTP. Now I can read, write, and do math. Thank God for PTP. PTP is the place to be. The instructors are amazing and very helpful. My teacher, Lauren, is very helpful and encourages me every day with my math, reading, and writing. My teacher, Rogue, pushes me in my in-person computer class and also with my spelling. Ryan is my online computer instructor. He is a genius. He helps me understand the computer world. Karen, our LBS manager, helps me with my milestones. Anne-Marie, I know you are not at PTP anymore, but you are an amazing person. You will always be in my heart. Thanks so to everyone at PTP. I encourage our students, please do not hold back. If I can do it, you can do it. PTP is the place to be. My next step is to work hard and harder to achieve my goal to go to college and university. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. And good
Georgina,
luck
I just
to
want to add something.
Laura.
Sorry.
Yes, I was just gonna say, if we don't have any other further stories, Breen is going to speak.
No, I just wanted to, before we even finish this event, I specifically want to mention Mary Mohan.
Yes.
She's our adult learner. She's been on MTML's board. She's been a great inspiration. She's always motivating learners. We love you, Mary. I mean, we've seen how Mary has grown at PTP. It's just amazing. Mary, would you like to say a few words? I don't know. I'm just putting you on the spot.
Okay, I was gonna put her on the spot too.
Well, I did not write a story as normally I do, but when I started at PTP, I didn't even know how to start the computer, how to write an email. Even though English was my first language, I struggled with that. Thanks to PTP and MTML, now my English is much better. The best thing that ever happened to me is the day I walked into PTP, and it's the day I started to volunteer at MTML. I found my voice, I found myself, and I learned who I am. I have grown and come a long way. I didn't think I would be here today, just talking or sharing or helping plan this conferences here. I spent most of my summer in the hospital, and thanks to MTML and PTP, their support was the best that I could ever ask for.
Thank you so much, Mary. You're our strength as well. So I just wanted to let all the learners know that it's not only you who learn from us, we learned so much from you, and you're an inspiration for us. I was just at UNESCO in Paris for their Digital Learning Week, and I just want to share that I was speaking to a few people over there that how come adult learners are always kept out of conversations where digital literacy is concerned? And they said, you know what? Ask learners, upgrade themselves in digital learning so that they can be a part of the conversation. So kudos to everyone who's making that effort. We are going to be a part of all conversations that relate to digital stuff. And now with AI, it's not something to fear. It's just another step forward. So kudos to the programs and to the learners. We're hoping that next year we will have a learners conference in person. Keep praying, fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. It's such a pleasure. It's such an honor to listen to all the stories. And thank you to all the programs, the instructors, amazing job. Without you all, MTML couldn't be anywhere. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Amberine. I'm just going to say ditto because it is exactly my thoughts and my hopes to continue next year with a live learners conference. Is there anybody else who would like to share? We do have a few more minutes left. Lauren.
Am I unmuted? Thank you so much, Georgina. Actually, I do have one more story, and this is a fairly recent learner at our program PTP. Her name is Ivy, and she's actually been unwell for the last couple weeks. So I know she would love it if I shared in her learning family here. Thank you, Hope. Would love to hear Ivy's story as well. It's quite short. It's a lovely story. I came to PTP to seek educational support for employment purposes. Additionally, I aim to upgrade my skills to participate in the Canadian Adult Education Credential, CAEC, programming. I would like to obtain high school equivalency and earn a certificate. There's a greater chance of securing employment when I have basic knowledge and transferable skills. Education is necessary. I'm currently working on math, reading, writing, and document use with Lauren. My plan is to commit to the program. I'd like to enhance my numeracy skills, grammar, and punctuation. PTP is a great program and can deliver these services. Thank you. Thank you,
Lauren.
You're welcome.
And we wish the best for Ivy as well. I think we might be wrapping up early if there's no one else.
I think it's nice to hear from the instructors.
I was just about to say, so thank you for all the learners that have read and for instructors that have read on their behalf as well. Instructors, volunteers, and facilitators, practitioners, many words that we are called, myself as one. Would you like to speak as well?
I'll go first if nobody else is jumping ahead.
Go ahead, please, Karen.
Yeah, so I would just like to say how incredibly impressed I am with all of the writing and the presentations today. They're really, you know, it's so great to kind of pause, like for me to pause all the work that I'm doing and just be here and listen to this because yeah, I don't always get that chance, you know, to just stop and think about what it is you are. Once we've done the intake, I work on at PTP and meet students at the beginning, as you know, some people have referenced, and intake, and we get busy and we see each other and we say hello, but I don't always get this kind of opportunity to really listen and hear what it is you're working on and how it's impacting you, and it's really amazing. And I say that for PTP students and for students in the other programs. So it's so obvious how connected everyone is to their school community, to their practitioners, their teachers in the classroom, and it means a lot to us that do the work to create the learning environment for you, and well, I also know it doesn't happen without brilliant teachers. So I just want to commend everybody for the work that they've done to put this together today, and to thank you and say it was just lovely. And I mean, in that vein, Mary is our leader. Mary came out of PTP, but Mary, I'm happy to hear, in a sense, that you've shifted. You're reflecting on the impact that PTP had for you, but now also this new stage, how much of an impact MTML has had for you, and that makes so much sense. That you have, like, things have deepened for you there, and you've taken so many risks, and I know
Well, I couldn't do it, Karen, without the support of you guys at PTP.
I know this is where the love now goes back and forth, and we definitely.
And I have to thank one person personally for not only pushing me, but bringing me aboard, Evatni Wilkerson.
Yes, absolutely. All of these, like Mary just reminds us too, that when you do this work, and each of you do this kind of writing and speaking and sharing and just showing up in the classroom and for yourselves, you help yourselves, but I know for many of you, it's for your, you help your kids, your families, your communities, but also very much you help other students that come after you. You may not see that, but somebody like me, I've been at PTP for 25 years. I see that, because we don't learn anything alone. We learn, I believe this very strongly, we learn socially, we learn in community. We don't learn as individuals, we learn from each other, and we create openings for each other and so on. So that's all I wanted to say. And of course, thank you to MTML for making sure that this keeps happening for us in spite of things like pandemics, etc. And it'd be nice to be back in person. And PTP will show up to support. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Well, I think that was a wonderful way to close off our event for this year, and start working for next year. Continuation with wonderful programming that is happening, learners that are inspiring and motivated to show up and keep going through resilience and struggles. To all the instructors, practitioners, volunteer staff, managers, everybody that is part of it. Kudos, thank you. And let's just work in community and share and keep going. We can't stop. And we're going to be sending this, Ambreen, right? Are we going to be sending this to the ministry?
Yes. I have a quick suggestion. Should we all just show our video, do a thumbs up or a heart for all the learners who are in our programs?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I'll take a picture if that's okay.
There you go. Let's all do it.
Okay, wonderful.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, thank you. I'd also like to kind of thank our MTML team. There are people that are behind the scenes working on this, and and Amanda, who's putting our resource together, and we're going to be putting it up on the website as well. So thank you. And Mary, our back-to-back calls will happen even after today, I'm sure. And Breen for hosting,
And don't forget Susan, even though she's not here.
and Susan and Jared and the whole MTML team. Thank you.
May I say